Sir Srinivas sir, now I would like to ask some questions. Why is he considered the best chief minister in these 100 days of MK Stalin's rule?
Yeah, we think Stalin has got good marks in his first 100 days of rule. And there's one example, one proving point for that is, we as a Telugu newspaper wrote 2 editorials on his role in these 100 days. We have been observing Stalin since he was mayor of Chennai and deputy of Kalaignar Karunanidhi. But after he took over the reins of Tamil Nadu, we have been observing him, more importantly politically, how he is faring, how he is making up to the image of his father. His father, his father was a tall figure. Mr. Stalin has the burden of standing up to his father's image. So we have been, one of the point we wrote editorial on is the Ondriya Arasu thing. The calling the central government as Ondriya Arasu, as a union government, is a very, very ideological and calculative move. So the good old days of federalist politics have come again in Tamil Nadu. We really appreciated his very clarity on the issues of center-state relationships. And one of the major things here in people of Andhra appreciated is appointing non-Brahmin priests in temples. This has been a major issue since decades, but we could not achieve that. But Mr. Stalin's government took the initiative and appointed non-Brahmins as priests. This is a major in social empowerment and eradication of caste also. The another thing we appreciated is his government providing reservation of 7.5% to the students who study in government institutions in professional courses. This is a major initiative, and definitely I think the students in Telugu states also start demanding similar reservation. So in the last 100 days, Stalin was very clean, actually, very clean, and he is trying to fulfill all his poll promises. At the same time, he is not allowing any personality cult. And it's a kind of, and politically also he is managing very well, and he is tolerant and accommodative about his rivals, political rivals also. These are all things made him a very good chief minister. His tenure, the present tenure, the 100 days tenure is really impressive. Yeah, that's why he scored more marks than all other chief ministers.
Sure, sir. You have listed 3 important things. I would like to ask a second question. Before Stalin became the chief minister, did you have any hope that he would give better rule in Tamil Nadu?
Yeah, as I said earlier, we have been observing him since he was mayor of Chennai. So after 2016 elections, after Kalaignar became indisposed, and there was a talk of taking over of Stalin of the leadership of the DMK. So we have been observing him, how he is faring, how he is doing. How is he ideological, or he is for reforms, or is a new generation politician? Will he be able to stand up to his father's image? So when we observed him, the way the electioneering he faced in this year, 4 or 5 months back, and he scored very well. And he did not think that once you achieve majority and took over the reins, then everything is finished. Now it's only a matter of governance. But he did not think so. He's starting impressing and winning over the people from day one itself. So we expected something because he has to prove himself, and he has a burden of continuing Dravidian politics, and he was never in hurry to take over the father's place. He waited, and he got experience, and he waited for the right occasion. And when he got the opportunity, and when he got the winning occasion, winning time, so he's very cool. He's very cool and started doing one by one after another, and all the after taking the oath, he signed the first five decisions. They're very impressive. That signing of 5 decisions itself was a great achievement for Stalin's rule. So I don't say that we expected this kind of success in his rule, in his governance, but we expected somewhat. But more than what we expected is doing.